Chat, I am now bringing you, again, take 2, Donkey Kong 64 with the Tag Anywhere feature. It works! Monkey music. Listen, after the DK rap, I'll explain everything. Change is setting to save the game properly. Let me know what to do. It's gonna hurt. I've heard this corrupted so many times, I don't even know what the real version is anymore. Donkey, donkey. This is a very iconic song, especially this part, just making fun of one of these guys. This Kong is a useless piece of poo. It's funny how this song just never disappears. Like, the Mario movie, which I don't think they properly gave credit to Grant. Is that true? I forgot about that. They didn't. That's pretty rancid. Gormless Kong. Oh wait, no, this one's not that gormless. Baby Kong is gormless from DK3. What does gormless mean? Very important word. Kitty Kong? Oh, I thought it was Baby Kong. See, I don't even have respect for that Kong. What's a pineapple smells, though, chat? I wonder. I also was very surprised when I played this game the first time and I heard the word hell. That blew my mind. I was like, whoa, that's bad words. Alright, I'll explain the point of this playthrough and my goal with it as soon as we get into the game. I'll make sure we're all good with controls and everything. I think there's like a dynamic resolution thing. But we could do... How do I widescreen this in PJ64? Is there a good way to do this, or... Options, configuration... 8 megabytes of RAM, okay. Did you try this before and gave up? It's better now. Chimpy Cam, free. I'm gonna check the settings here, hang on. Resolution, do I just change the resolution to 16:9? Or, I'm not sure, aspect ratio, let's try that. You need to change EEPROM to 16 kilobytes before saving. This could work. I think I would just need to get the screen a little bit... you know, we just need to get some stuff going on here. Let me try something. Then that might work. I mean, things still look a little stretched. But Donkey Kong loves getting stretched. He likes to, you know, he stretches his lateral glutes in the morning. And he expands his muscles. Isn't this supposed to be 4-3? Well, as you saw, if you didn't just join, there is a native widescreen mode. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, this game actually did age pretty well for an N64 game. You need to restart the game for the 8 megabyte fix. This game required the expansion pack. Yeah, you couldn't even play it. It came with it. Perfect Dark had some stuff you could play without it, but it was still... You didn't want to play Perfect Dark without it either. You needed it from Majora too, right? Or was that optional? Majora was mandatory. Okay, so there's a couple that were mandatory. Left. So I have a weird relationship with this game, but the Tag Anywhere thing, I watched a video on it.
Waiting a long time for this moment. Soon, Donkey Kong
and they were saying it literally fixes the game.
be no more.
No problem. Everything's fine. Look out!
It's just a cartoon. Like this game is very, very silly. Well, I guess the other Donkey Kong games were about the same in terms of tone. They weren't exactly the most serious games, but I feel like this one's even more silly. Completely impractical ship design. You should make a video on that. Do you think Donkey Kong made the island himself? I think Donkey Kong probably is an egotistical son of a bitch. But aside from that, no, I think that's random. I think he just randomly lives on an island that looks exactly like him. I think the island birthed him.
I want you to do everything in your power to keep Donkey Kong distracted. Steal that hold of golden bananas he treasures so much, and take care of his pathetic friends. This time there can be no mistakes.
Your Excellency, we've already taken care of business.
Is that masterful, rare voice acting?
I hope for your sake you're right this time.
No.
While you'll be busy looking for your precious golden bananas, flea-bitten friends, I'll be preparing my lizard-flavored surprise.
So, the reason I have a weird relationship with this game is that, I loved it as a kid, And if I do more than one stream of it, I'm going to actually dig up my guide that I wrote for the minigames in this game. I printed them out and I still have them. But it was such an annoying game to replay because of all the busy work that... Okay, I'll give you an example. I saw the How Long to Beat and the YouTube video I watched about the Tag Anywhere where you can change any Kong. You can change to any Kong anytime. It cuts the game's length almost in half. Remember to restart for 8 megabyte. I already have 8 megabyte. What I didn't change was the EPROM thing for the saving, so I don't know what that's... Oh, it's gonna go on there. And here we are, the beautiful DK Island. As you can see, this game has nice graphics and has aged pretty well. We've had no troubleshooting issues today. And we're gonna go through and we're gonna hear Donkey Kong's pelvic thrust noises, and it's gonna be a really cool playthrough. Oh. Cranky is the tutorial monkey, and he drops a bunch of barrels around. I mean, you know, I'm not really new to this game. It has been a long time, you know, aside from troubleshooting issues. But I think we could probably probably figure this out. So, as I was saying, chat, I'm not expecting a full playthrough here, necessarily. Maybe. It depends on how good the pacing is. If the Tag Anywhere thing fixes the game as much as I've heard it does, then... Oh, I don't have any moves yet. I can't step on the switch. This is a Dong without his moves. I remember the funniest thing ever was when I saw Donkey Kong's butt when this game came out. Right. First 3 collectibles acquired. 10,000 more to go. I actually do think there's a lot of good stuff in this game from what I remember. I loved this game growing up. Weirdly, I 100%ed this game, but Banjo-Tooie... Listen, Banjo-Tooie is the elephant in the room always when it comes to me liking DK64, and I'm gonna explain. I loved Banjo-Kazooie so much, and Banjo-Tooie, when I got it, for some reason, I couldn't even get past, like, the 4th world, and I was just done with it. And this is, like, a kid who didn't have, you know, as many games. We didn't have Steam back in our day. We had 5 games, and we loved those games. But maybe the rose-tinted glasses I have of DK64 are just as tainted as the ones that I don't have for Banjo-Tooie. I don't know. But I was weirdly in the mood. There we go, that's how you do that. I was just weirdly in the mood for a Donkey Kong 64.
Well done!
Rare's best game is Viva Pinata, and it's not even close. That's what a chat member just said. The chat fight will begin in 3, 2, 1. You may fight. In all seriousness, I haven't played Viva Pinata, so I don't know. But I was a very disappointed Rare fan when they went to Microsoft exclusively. And then they, you know, ended up making, like, sports games and stuff. But I can tell you that my favorite Rare games are Perfect Dark, Donkey Kong Country 2, maybe first Banjo-Kazooie? I like, yeah, I mean, GoldenEye, obviously, but I put Perfect Dark just slightly above, because I feel like there's just an evolution of the formula. It's not better in some ways, but I think most ways I like Perfect Dark more. Wow. Did I ever stream Live and Reloaded? No. I like Conquer. Don't get me wrong, I like Conquer, but it's not as fun to play as some of the other games. I just think it's a funny game.
Well done!
And then, yeah, there's some parts of Conquer that I don't really like playing through. I really, really laugh when I play the game, but when I want to enjoy a Rare game, I play Donkey Kong Country. Like, that to me is where they kind of nailed it. Blast Core? Oh yeah, I love Blast Core. You gotta get ground pound from Cranky. Why is Cranky the one teaching me about pounding? I guess he did pound Mario. Like, to, you know, the ground. Because he was the original Donkey Kong. You took your time, Donkey. Jungle Rust set in. Here, drink this potion, this mystery potion, from your grandfather that insults you constantly. It's green and it smells like poison. Bottoms up. Hey, just your typical ground pound. Does this mod merge the duplicate character collectibles? Well, no, you have to switch, but you can switch just by pressing the D-pad, and it makes it easy. That's the whole thing. So, there will be other collectibles, but you just immediately are able to get them. That's a different thing, right? The lighting was surprisingly good in this game. Like, they did a really good job with that, like, weird, dynamic lighting. That's your grave? That's where Donkey Kong will be buried. One day. I really don't know how you can hate Tui when this game has the colored banana awfulness. I'm telling you how I felt as a child. I get a lot of shit for my Banjo-Tooie opinions, but I couldn't get past World 4 or so, and I just didn't like it. But, yeah, this game had its problems, and that's why I'm playing the Tag Anywhere game, where you can switch characters anywhere at the press of a button, in the hopes that it fixes that fatal flaw. As I said, the video I watched, they did a 100% run, and it was almost half as long as a normal 100% run. Because of how much unnecessary fluff was cut out. For the record, I'm sure I would still have fun with Banjo-Tooie, but I don't want to commit to a full playthrough of it. Same like I'm not doing that for this. I want to see if it's good. Maybe it's good. Boo-hoo. Hi, my name is K. Clumsy. I've been locked in here because I wouldn't smash up some little island. But how could I? Such a lovely little island. Full of cute monkey. So I said no. K-Rule says I'm too soft to be a Kremling. And I'm staying. I'm here to stay. I'm to stay here until I've toughened up. Oh, you can make that text go faster. Hey, little monkey, perhaps you could help poor old Clumsy escape. I'll be your bestest friend. Okay. Yes, Donkey will help Clumsy. The real reason I like this better than Banjo-Tooie is because when you do the things, you get the banana, and it says, "Ooh, banana." Okay, I'll get your keys for you. Don't worry. In terms of Nintendo 64 platformers, I still think Mario 64 is my favorite, just because it's the most fun to control. And also, there is nothing like playing Mario 64 for the first time going from Super Nintendo. Number 2 would probably be Banjo-Kazooie. I think probably the one I liked most after that was this. Zelda, I don't consider a platformer. Mischief Makers is really good, but I didn't play it when I was younger, and I've never finished it. Conquer is probably, like, somewhere in the top 5. What was that? There was a question about... Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's always things with googly eyes accepting items in rare games. Boy.
Come on, I haven't got all day.
You give them the banana, and they let you go. I like how K-Rool's machine doesn't even really show what's happening. It just kind of shows like a pantomime of what's happening. How did he do that? He jumped. He can jump. He's monkey. He pounded the ground, jumping wasn't working. He pounded the ground, jumping wasn't working, because he's monkey. Do you have any of your old games from when you were a kid? I still have this one. Yeah, I have all of my, my N64 games, just about. Some I sold for worse games, which I regret. Someone wants to know what's my favorite Nintendo 64 game of all Nintendo 64 games. And I think the answer is probably, I usually don't know how to answer that because I like Majora and Ocarina almost equally. So if you'll allow me to just say Ocarinjora of Mask. They can count as both. Yeah, I mean, if I had to, I would still probably say. Ah, man. Hang on, I'm just being absolutely miserable at Donkey Kong right now. Don't mind me. Wow. Alright, we'll give him the old banana slammer. I'm gonna say... Oh man, I can't choose between Ocarina and Majora. It's too tough because I like them both for different reasons. If I had to, okay, absolutely had to, then Majora. Sure. But I feel like Ocarina is more fun to play through, but Majora gives you a more... Majora's got a different vibe and, like, tone and atmosphere, and, like, if you want to get a little emotionally fucked up, Majora's your one, but Ocarina I just feel is a really good traditional Zelda game. So... It's just a lot of fun. Would you say it's more compelling? I think that's probably a good way to put it. 25 golden bananas around this area, but you'll only be able to find 5 of them without help of the other Kongs. Yeah. Majora's a more fulfilling experience overall, says a chat member. I can kind of agree with that. Oh yeah, we need the coconut gun for that. I'll talk a little bit about this game, but yes, if you want to know, I mean, I've talked about my favorite games of all time before, and Donkey Kong 64 isn't probably on that list necessarily, but Donkey Kong Country is 1 and 2. So yeah, this game, for those that didn't grow up with it, was probably the hubris of Rare, making the biggest collectathon platformer they could, and in a way, I mean, there's arguments, and you could probably just Google, like, you know, Donkey Kong 64 video killed platformers, and you'll probably get results about how Donkey Kong 64, in a way, was the death of the traditional collectathon platformer. People have made that argument. I don't know if I believe that, but what's crazy about it is they just took everything, like Banjo-Kazooie had a decent amount of collectibles, Tooie had more, and then this was just through the fucking roof. You can feed my buddy Scoff over there. If you get any tasty bananas, go stand on that pad. Okay, so I need bananas. Tit pig. Why'd you say tit pig? Tooie came out after this? Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? I thought this was after Tooie. Wow. This just had the expansion pack. Wait, Chet, that thing doesn't have nipple piercings, does it? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. Time to make a video essay about how Tit Pig killed the collectathon platformer. But no, I really think this game was excessive, and the thing that mostly made it a chore when I tried to revisit it. Once the initial kind of fun wears off, if you do a revisit, you can see just how much busy work there is, and that's kind of where I was very hesitant for years to replay this game, and I've tried on stream a couple times. And I usually just get bored, but the thing that made me bored was the fucking tag barrels. So as I said before, you have all of these collectibles, all of these bananas and coins and, you know, even items. And many of them can only be collected by one specific Donkey Kong. Kong, not Donkey Kong, you know what I mean. So you'd have to backtrack, go into a barrel, by the way, just, like, for no good reason. Get the Kong you needed, get the stuff, go back to the tag barrel, get another Kong. It wasn't great. Hey, been a long time, Donkey Dude. K. Rool's return's a real bummer. So the main monkey's here to fix you up with some reptile-kicking hardware. Check this out. Got a real cool shooter that'll trash K. Rool's army. It's yours for just 3 coins. Talking a deal here? Wait, no, I want it. No, please. Yeah. Presses you to transport yourself to K. Rool's battle arena, beat his goons to win a crown. Oh yeah. In the beta, guns were actual guns. Didn't Miyamoto suggest like a pineapple gun or a coconut gun or something? They showed him a shotgun, he was horrified and drew a coconut gun. Oh, you don't have access to your gun in here. That's what I kept trying to do. And also, this game is like a weird anomaly, too, when you consider its place in the Donkey Kong series. This was just like this massive release, and it was like a huge, like, collectathon, as opposed to just a pure platformer. But I mean, that's also what was in at the time. There it is. You might need Funky's help to get me out of here. Oh, I can get you out of here, Diddy. I will shoot you out of here. Oh, you don't do that here. Hang on. Fire in the hole, Diddy. The RTX 5090 will be 2K and not 5K like that one guy said. Okay. Okay, well that's still a little insane. But I guess that's fine. I believed 5K. I was just convinced that that was real. I didn't even need proof. But yeah, we're getting to that point. I mean, if you've seen, like, how insane the demand for GPUs got, that doesn't really shock me too much. See, now you need Diddy to shoot that, because the coconut will not work. So Diddy needs to use his peanut gun. Ooh. I do find it a little weird. Well, maybe not weird, but just... yeah, weird. That Rare thought, these monkeys need guns and grenades. Why is Diddy in jail? Oh, man, you don't want to know what Diddy did. It was a crypto scam. Diddy's half the reason why the GPUs are so expensive these days. What? There's two. Oh, yeah, no. So where's that last one? I don't remember. What's wrong with Donkey Kong's eyes? Oh. Oh, there is something wrong with his eyes. That's a level of detail thing? Oh yeah, it seems like it's okay when you get up close. I guess that's not something you notice on a blurry Nintendo 64, but no, he's zooted. He's just out of his gourd on pineapple smells, chat. I can help you by collecting red bananas. I'll just go and wait in the tag barrel. Oh, no you won't, Diddy. I'll tell you why, because... here you are. And that... is the moment everything changed. Not even kidding, by the way. That is that drastically, like, amazing. So the video I watched... talked about how when you get all of the Kongs and you really get going, the levels end up going a lot faster because you're just always doing stuff. You're always getting stuff. You're always doing some challenge, and you're not just running back to a tag barrel every 2 minutes. So that just sounds... that sounds wonderful. It ruined the original vision of the developers. You know, it's funny, they addressed that in the video. I don't remember the channel. It was just one of those, like, random, like, gaming channels that popped up in my feed. But they did address that, and there is the argument to be made it ruined the original vision, for sure. Even if the original vision was, kind of bad. I skipped by accident, but yeah, this is the, we don't have any blueprints. What do you get when you return blueprints to Snide? I guess I pressed the wrong damn button. I didn't actually mean to skip that. End boss timer. Oh. I think we need to bring Diddy. Young Diddy needs a gun. Diddy needs a gun! So yeah, you need enough coins for everybody to get their stuff. Because we need Diddy to have his big iron. On his hip, sure. I mean, the cool thing is that there are teleports, which is very useful and helpful and nice. Thank you, game, for said teleports. Is giving Funky Kong a bulge part of the dev's vision, too? Yeah, Donkey Kong having a thick, juicy booty, those pigs having nipple rings, and Funky Kong's bulge is all part of the original vision. Looking good, Diddy. Let me give you the lowdown. I know how to do it. Thanks, though. I'm sure a speedrunner knows how to get up there. Oh, fuck. I almost maybe did. It's alright. We'll end up back up there anyway at some point. Alright, so these dudes, right? Can only be killed by the character that their hair represents. So yellow is Donkey Kong. So you can't kill them with other Kongs. That's purple. We don't have that Kong yet. Wait, you can? Hang on, wait. Oh god. You can kill them, but you just can't pick up the thing. Oh, right, okay. My bad. You can't pick up the blueprint, right? Okay. I had that wrong. Let's see. Okay, yeah. We can't go this way anyway because we don't have Tiny Kong. We'll forgive you this time, but 2 more mistakes like that and you're done, Mr. Vinesauce. You only live twice. They said that in a James Bond movie. Yeah. What are your thoughts on retro-era DK? I am a huge fan of Tropical Freeze, and I liked the first Donkey Kong Country they did, Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is getting a remake, which I'm somewhat interested in. I liked it, but I thought Tropical Freeze was a lot better. Not a remake? Is it just like an enhanced port? It's an HD port of the 3DS version. And it's full price, right? I perhaps will not be purchasing that game. Wonder if I'll need Cranky's help in here. Yep. Well, that kind of blows. I gotta get that camera in a better spot to make that jump. You can hold R to focus the camera behind you. Yeah. I was hoping to have it, like, snap in place like Mario 64, but... that's not happening. That Diddy noise is very weird. That should be in Choice or Voicer. Then... Did you see Helldivers is getting a movie? It already got one. It's called Starship Troopers. We'll come back to that jump. I mean, cool. I'll watch it, probably, if it's any good. It would be actually hilarious if they got Paul Verhoeven to direct it. What else is he doing? Enjoying his remaining years on this planet? But, no, I mean, we should get him to work. I mean, you never know. Maybe some people want to work. Look at Ridley Scott. That dude is 80-something years old, and he's, like, got another 4 films already in development. And he's just... he loves it. Why'd these dudes respawn? Also, the camera in this game is suspect. That's for goddamn sure. Oh, you can eat shit. Don't have the move required for that yet. You need Cranky's help. Ugh. The thing, you just want to do it. You, without Cranky's help, you just want to do it. Oh, well, at least we can do that. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, fucking motherfucking shit. I just completely got lost in this room. The camera certainly loves to move on its own. I know we've had some, like, quality of life stuff since in, like, platformers and stuff. Oh, or I could just do that. Deep up. Yes! 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 Can you not adjust the camera? Oh, it just goes right back to where it wants to go. Alright. Now we have to run quickly. Come on. Dong, Donkey Kong. Remember those words, chat. They'll be important later. Okay, I need Cranky's help now, right? So, where is the nearest Cranky? I gotta find him. Gotta be here somewhere. Maybe over here. Oh wait, no, that's where I rescued Diddy. Oh, these tunnels, okay. There's even like a little red banana in there. I feel like the camera is always at the worst possible angle at all times. Something like that. It's a good game. We like this game. What was that? What the fuck was that? This is the best game I've ever played. Also, are these crusty frame rates kind of how it was originally? I feel like it was, but I don't know for sure. It was. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Just want to make sure it wasn't as... Game was pretty laggy. Game has 2 camera options, follow cam and chimpy cam. Okay, I'll try the other one. But it has to be the main menu, right? Okay. I think we're almost ready for the nipple ring pig. We're getting real close. Perfected another of my potions, Donkey Kong, and it's yours for just 3 coins. Everyone wants some money. The fate of DK Island is at stake. And yet Cranky Kong is charging his grandson for poison that can save the island. Now you can play the Barrel Blast courses. What pity. Hertus cranium. How does this man have a degree in science? After his blind rage and bloodthirst for Italians, I think he just kind of said, you know what, I need a new hobby. This one isn't working out. There he is. Yeah, lag. I mean, they made these worlds pretty big, which is why a lot of the like barrels, like Cranky's mad science lab is not visible from particularly far away. Wait, no, I needed a ram beef. If you generate enough lag, you can clip through walls. This game is foolproof. It was made so well. I've seen the speedruns, it's very broken. That's cool. Oh, wait a minute, we actually have to go... Oh. Move more quickliest. Come on, Diddy. OOT is also insanely broken. I've seen speedruns of that, and I've seen how it, like, I watched a video on how the OOT speedrun evolved over the years, and it's actually, like, there's some video called, it was something like, Ocarina of Time speedrun is insanely lucky, meaning that pretty much everything that could have happened that has been found to speed up the speedrun has been stupidly, like, perfect. How OOT speedruns break you. But yeah, I've seen some of those. Those are crazy. The one thing that makes me a little sad about it is that it's mostly now just a 5 or 6 minute speedrun. I know there's different categories, but there's almost something a little bit sad about a speedrun that ends up becoming like 5 minutes. It's just warping to the credits. Please no timer on that one. Good, okay. Should get those coins, no? This game is a masterpiece. There wasn't more stuff for Rambi to do, right? Like, that was pretty much it. Oh, I forgot about the banana fairies. They're really cool. Oh, I have to take a picture of them, right? Because isn't there like a pervert that wants pictures of the banana fairies? Their mom? Wait, no. No, I thought it was the rat. I thought the rat was like,
Bring me the fairy photos. Yeah.
no? Oh, man. I got that memory completely wrong. You were right, the mom is also a sicko. What do you mean? Yeah, particle effects. Lower the frame rates to 10. Uh-oh. Something's broken here, I think. Well, maybe not. This is just how it is? Wow. I mean, obviously I remember the boss, I just don't remember how the fight went. God damn it. Yeah, no, they go mental with the lighting here. Okay, good. I did walk right into that. Yeah, I took a lot of stupid damage there. You might be able to reduce lag by setting your counter factor to 1 on your Super N64. I would need confirmation of that. I don't want to try things that are going to end up, like, ruining stuff. We've already had enough of that. But if there is, like, a confirmation that that works, I'll try it. Setting counter factor to 1 actually does reduce lag. How do you do that? I'll do a save state real quick. Graphics. Counter factor to 1. Where's that at? Let's try configuration. Donkey Kong 64. Counter factor 1. Apply. Okay, let's see. Some of the lag in this game is intentional, and you will need to revert this setting for those moments. Boy, they really haven't figured this game out yet, have they? It is better. That's just N64 emulation in general. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like this game in particular, there was the joke that was, I think it was deconfirmed, that the reason they needed the expansion pack was to fix a memory leak that nothing actually took advantage of the memory pack, but there was like a memory leak. Apparently that's not true, but I don't know. I mean, does anyone know anything? That was deconfirmed by the devs. Was the complex lighting and textures, not that. What about Donkey Kong's juicy ass? That requires RAM. A decomp of this game would be nice, though, with better camera. 60 FPS, the tag anywhere stuff. That would be really great. It's just so easy to get spoiled by those decomps. This Kong has a funny face. This is one of the games that's still being decomped. I wish Godspeed to those doing so. The spaghetti code must be really fun to sift through. There's a full randomizer with custom settings if you're interested. Not really. I feel like this is one of those games I don't know well enough anymore for a randomizer to be all that useful for me. I think like, a game like Mario 64 or Zelda, a randomizer works a lot better. Whereas this, all I needed was that tag barrel fix and I'm golden. You know, that and better camera, which isn't happening, but that's alright. Better camera is on DK64 randomizer in some capacity. God damn it. Rando also has a QOL mode where you can just play it normally at 60 FPS and tag anywhere as the regular game. What? What? I wouldn't worry about vanilla, but better if you're playing this. It's not 60 FPS though, is it? Because that would... Listen, if it's 60 FPS and the camera is legitimately better, I'm going to shit. It's not 60 FPS. But it does improve the frame rate. DK64 exclusive to the full, the Extra Sauce channel, everybody. I was gonna use the move that I got from Diddy, for Diddy. Do you think Lanky Kong would smoke fentanyl-laced cereal milk and see God? That was a little Penguin of Doom, that question. I mean, I personally liked it. This son of a bitch smoked some fentanyl-laced cereal milk, sees God. Shit ain't nothing to me, man. Have I watched The Walking Dead? I've wasted time watching The Walking Dead. I mean, everything's a waste of time if you really look at it like that, if you want to. But yeah, I've watched it. I got really bored of it. I read some of the comic. I got to, like, issue 60 or so. Oh, yeah, like, not issue 60, like, I don't know, actually. I don't know how... I don't remember. It was many, many years ago, and I had some interest. It was when I was reading, like, graphic novels and stuff. Oh, wait. And then I watched the show, and I got to, like, season 5 or 6, and I just said, why am I doing this? It was just the same thing every time, and it wasn't really doing anything for me. It's like, I get it, Norman Reedus is really cool. Vinny, have you ever played a visual novel? I take offense to that question and judge the question asker. I'm kidding. I have. Yeah, I played Wario Date. So, I mean, now the question answerer can be judged. Great, a collectible I cannot get. My favorite. It's not a collectible, it's just a resource. Oh, yeah, okay. How do I kill this motherfucker? Oh, man. This is the first minecart segment. I forgot about all of this. Just in case the game's like, oh, you're going too slow? You're not taking this seriously enough? You're not getting adrenaline from this? Here's some fucking TNT in a barrel. We're gonna send it after your ass. You're gonna blast so hard into the stratosphere you won't even know if Mother Teresa was there to wait for you on the way back down. Wait, what?
Oh, yes!
Hey, if we're doing random, why not? I actually want a banana. At least, okay, at least the game knew that I was gonna be bad at it. They went apeshit with the collectibles in this game, didn't they? That is actually true and funny. Chat, how do you save this game? Oh.
Okay, okay.
Vinny, please show Candy Kong on level 2. Oh, that's cool. Candy Kong's one of your favorite characters, huh? Be not afraid, young ones. It's only me, Wrinkly Kong. My body may have passed away since DKC3, but I'm here in spirit to help you defeat those naughty crocodiles. I can use my supernatural powers to reveal to you and your friends where that rogue K. Rool has hidden some of your precious gold. I like how the camera's trying to make me puke. Well, rip Wrinkly. Her big supernaturals? Okay, chat. It's time to put you in the playpen. You can just stay there. We're gonna lock the gate. We're gonna give you the plastic donuts that you put on the thing, and then you can just stay there for a while. You said it, though. Because it was funny. How much you want to bet no one in chat said that? Someone said it. In fact, there's a chat member right now that's very proud of themselves, and they're smirking, and they're like really happy with their contribution. And you're trying to take that away from them. How much better is the camera in vanilla, but better? Three times as good as this. Slightly better, but not worth starting over. What if a giant fan of Donkey Kong Country, Donkey Kong 64 in chat, played to the point that I played, and then I used that save file? Never mind. No, don't worry about it. No. No one is that big enough of a fan. Couldn't you move your save file? I'm gonna guess you can't. You shouldn't say things like that. 10 people will actually do it. Okay, well, before anyone does it, I'd like to actually see if Vanilla But Better is actually worth starting over for. But... because this is a little rough. I mean, the camera is kind of crap. Let's see, DK64, but vanilla, but better. I'm just watching footage of it. I'll read about it later. He's watching footage and punching the air. I think decomps made Vin stop liking N64 games. It does make it tough. It does actually make it tough to go back. They're so good. But I still, you know, I can still play some N64 games as is. I do believe that. Paper Mario, for example, would be a perfect game to play, even on the N64 as it is. Armadillo. Poor bastard. I definitely see the advantage of the speed start, where you have all the characters from the start. I think that's actually kind of a good way to revisit the game. Does it give you all the abilities, too? I kind of doubt it, but I don't know for sure. Did you know that Diddy Kong is described as Donkey Kong's nephew because that makes DK a monkey's uncle? Do you remember when Carl Pilkington said to Ricky and Steve, "Have you ever heard of the term monkey business?" And then he talked about a little monkey prostitute that was selling her body for bananas. It was real. I mean, if Carl said it happened, it happened. I don't care. Anyone can say anything, but Carl can say it, and I just believe it. Probably not the best way to go about doing all this, but He's actually right. Bonobos do that. What's Bonobo's number? Easy joke. So the blueprint just disappeared, by the way. Alright, they respawn. We just infinitely give this creature pain. It's okay, it chose to work for K. Rool, so it's all fair game. I think this thing escaped containment from Banjo-Kazooie. I just don't want to hear their incessant buzzing. Alright, chat. I need you to relax. I just need you to relax and calm down. Calm down. Well, hello, donkey. You just take it easy and let Candy tell you how she's gonna make you feel real good. Why? Bro, for just a few little old coins, you can have my musical instruments and extra melons, too. Come on now, donkey, for just 3 coins, I'll show you my musical instrument and throw in an extra melon for free. Your bongos really make me Congo. Stand a little closer, donkey, and I'll show you how to use your instrument. Press and hold Z and then press up. Yeah. I mean, Rare knew what they were doing. Yeah, Rare is not a stranger to, the euphemism, as we would soon learn not long after this game came out. There was the flower with the Robertsons, yeah. And then right next to Candy's hut are 2 pigs with nipple rings. What did Rare mean by this? Well, one's a hippo and one's a pig, never mind. I don't think it's that deep. That's what a chat member said. I don't think it's that deep. I like how you're adding to this without even realizing it. Love that. Wow. What a simple but amazing and effective change that is. We got there eventually, chat. Did you unlock the hidden playable character yet? Coomer Kong. Ah, Donkey Kong. I say. Splat. The timing was so perfect. Sorry guys, I'm afraid they got me too. I'm sorry, who are you? There were other Kongs in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, but... She could just walk through the bars, yeah, there wouldn't be much of a problem there, would there? I don't mind that they came up with new Kongs, but, I mean, you know, Dixie Kong was cool and all. She wasn't in this game, so I was a little disappointed when I was a kid. I didn't have DKC 3, so I couldn't tell you. I was disappointed that what's his name, Gormley, wasn't in the game. I mean, one thing that this game did do right was there were areas... I mean, this game did a lot of things right, make no mistake, but it also... like I said, the reason this patch fixes so much is just the insane amount of backtracking. But there were a number of... There were a number of... I need a new extension cable. There were a number of areas like this that were solely focused on one Kong, which made things a lot easier. Because you could just spend like 10 minutes in here as one Kong and not have to switch. One Kong. You used to be the guy, now you're not the guy. Now I'm the guy. I watched Breaking Bad so quickly, it all just blends into each other. Like all the episodes, so I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about when he was talking about you were the guy! Now I'm the guy! Whatever he was saying. And then I think there was a scene where they were on an alien planet and Mike Ehrmantraut and Mike Ehrmantraut's clown were talking to each other, and he was like, "Now I'll do the fingering." That was in season 6. Oh, yeah. Purple banana. There she is. Complete with no moves. Hey, Chad, here's a question. Do I have to actually go back to each... Like, if I find one Funky Kong, will he sell me all the moves? Or do I have to go to every level? He will. Okay, he'll sell all. Was that the same episode where Gus died from a gabagool-related accident? I don't know, I get all my shows confused. It's just so easy, because there's, like, too many shows. I remember at one point, there was a scene where it was like, "Where's the gabagool?" Captain's log. Start date, 24:46:20 times. Uncle Walnut found a new nebula. We're gonna check it out, but there doesn't seem to be any gabagool in the sector. So what's the fucking point? When does Homer walk in? At some point on the bridge, you know, or like Tony's in his ready room and you hear the noise and he's like, "Come." And then Homer's like, and that's all I can do of Homer. I think Choicer Voicer is taking its toll on you. I mean, it is kind of just... all the voices are just blurring together. I mean, this will just be TV when... I mean, I know people, how they feel about AI, and I... to a large degree, I see. I mean, there's so much stuff that just is... like, I look at it and I'm like... oh, it was funny when Will Smith couldn't eat spaghetti, and now he can eat spaghetti, and it's just depressing. But, you know, in a couple years... I mean, even apparently at the conference just today, NVIDIA was really going hard on the AI stuff. And it's like, there's gonna be a thing where you can just tell your TV in about 15, 20 years that you want to generate an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation starring Tony Soprano with a cameo appearance by Peter Griffin, and it's just gonna be there, and it'll be great because you can be on your phone while you don't watch it. And Netflix is gonna be, like, that's gonna be so profitable for them. I'm upset that search engines don't work anymore. I will admit that that is actually genuinely annoying. I know the AI debate is a lot more complex than some people make it out to be, and it's a conversation that I frankly don't want to fucking have, because it gets stupid. But it's mostly, as someone who creates the thing known as music, I agree that, you know, a human touch is irreplaceable and valuable. And that said, though, yeah, when you're Googling something and you're just getting AI fed into AI fed into AI, I would love if there was an option on Google to just have that not be the default. Like, maybe there should be a button that you could press that you can turn it on if you want to. Oh, these dudes are annoying. Okay, we need Tiny's instrument for that. But yeah, it's just gonna get weirder and weirder. But the good news is, chat, there is actually good news about the future. Like, I see people saying they're depressed about the future and they don't know what to expect. I understand. But the good news is that humans have limited lifespans. So cheer up! And the other good news is the McRib is back at McDaniel. Come on down and get your McRib filled. Fill it up good. I did have a McRib when after I was sick. I got a McRib because I just wanted fat and meat, and it was... I don't know what it tasted like, because it was... mainly just sauce. It was just drenched in the barbecue sauce. So I don't really... It was just salt and sauce. The thing is, though, I saw Review Bra was saying that he liked it, and I was like, oh, man, maybe I should get one. And it wasn't the worst thing I've ever had. I was like, okay, this is fine. Listen, once in a while, I need the disgusting clown meat, and I will eat that shit, and I'm, like, satisfied. But I also had some McDonald's recently, aside from the McRib, where I got the clown meat, and it was, like, kind of, like room temperature. And it felt like it was sitting around a while, and I just felt bad. The clown meat did not do anything for me in that occasion. But yes, I do have slop craving once in a while, and usually it's just whatever is closest or whatever I'm near. I'll just grab a slop.
The McRib is back! Now, full of flavor. Double the flavor. Your taste buds will explode. Engorge your taste buds with the new McRib. Your mouth will bleed with flavor.
There's vines before the pad. Is it? Wow, that's a really deep sentiment. Oh, up there you mean? Wait. Ah, yes. My favorite type of clown is the type of clown that was born a clown. Like, I enjoy the idea that clowns are a separate species from human, and that their meat tastes different. Like, that to me is a really good, like, clown lore. It's very enjoyable to just think about these things.
Hey, yeah.
Weirdly, I think my favorite episode of The Simpsons is actually Homie the Clown. Now that I've seen enough of the classic episodes, I think there's a number of great ones that I've seen. Mr. Plow. I like the one with the steamed hams, 22 short stories, I think is the name of that one. What season are you on? I mean, I'm still working my way through season 5. I'm almost done with it, but I've skipped around a ton. Jump into my barrel with your furry face. Oh god, furry face on you become temporarily invincible. The X-Files one is pretty good. Have you seen Frank Grimes? Yes. Will you watch any of the modern new Simpsons? I watched the one that was recent with Conan O'Brien. But no, I'm not jonesing for more modern Simpson. I have still many, many episodes of the Golden Age to watch. But, I've seen a number of Treehouse of Horror episodes, yeah. Okay, so now Tiny can become small. Vinny is reading Berserk. How'd you get that from this sentence? From all of this conversation? I am not. I'm sorry to disappoint. Golden Age? Oh, that's like when I make classic rock references and people are like, Vinny's watching the JoJo's now. Okay, so now Diddy can do a jetpack. Have you seen any of the episodes with the Beatles as guest stars? I've seen most of them, yeah. It is slowly, Simpson, like, the early seasons, and I knew this was going to happen. You could kind of tell by my enthusiasm for the Simpson games and memes and lore, even before I started watching it. I knew that it was a daunting task to jump into the pool, so to speak, because there's just so many episodes of the show. But having done so and watched a number of the classic episodes and also just working my way slowly through the seasons, it's becoming a favorite show of mine. I understand why people love it as much as they do, and there are things that The Simpsons have influenced that people, you know, reference a lot that I didn't even know were references. So, and that and just also kind of really gels with my sense of humor to begin with. I feel like a lot of the humor in that show jelks with my own sense of humor. I don't think that's correct. It's just a brilliant thing to chat. Now picture this with 5 characters and all the different banana collectibles that are just immediately unavailable because you reach an area with a character that you're not playing as. Like right here. Huge change. Diddy Kong is the Bart Simpson of this game. Wait, do I have to fly through this thing a bunch? Oh yeah, I guess I do. Freedom. Thanks, Diddy. If you fancy a test of your flying skill, come see me at the jet barrel. Those are cool enemies. Also, another thing, I thought I was clever in calling Bart Simpson Bort, and it's just in an episode. Wait, try again. Itchy and Scratchy Land episode, I believe. It was like they were selling, they didn't have Bart's name on the license plate or on the fucking keychain, but they had Bort. We'll just not try that again. I don't even know what was happening there. Oh god. It's okay, we're unlocking warps and stuff. The progress that you make here is a lot quicker now. Like, it's very, very fast compared to how it normally would be. Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm expected to do with this. I guess I could just walk on this stuff. It's weird how dull the abilities Donkey gets are. Well, Donkey is supposed to be strong, but then they have another character who is, like, strong. So I feel like they probably struggled a little bit to figure out what kind of moves would work for Donkey Kong, but also then have another Kong that was, like, the strong one, the strong archetype. Donkey is an all-rounder. Yeah, he is. I mean, I guess that's kind of what I was trying to say. But, yeah, I was gonna say, it is kind of probably a little bit weird to figure out what abilities would be best for him. Are we power scaling Kongs right now? You could. You can even get Funky in there. Fuck it. Why not? Then compare the Kongs to the Mario Brothers, and then the characters in Berserk, which I am currently reading. Apparently. Shit. Oh. For real, it's not a joke. No, I'm genuinely not reading Berserk. I would just let you know. Listen, I mentioned that I read Uzumaki. If I was reading Berserk, I would tell you. I am reading Berserk. I don't know what it is. I know there's a big sword. And I know that there is a guy named, Josakai, who, wields the Hattori Hanzo sword. What else? Oh, there's also, Matsumoto, who is in the series as the comedic foil. Close enough. Yeah. Oh, my favorite part of Berserk is Dave. A fellow by the name of Dave is in there, and he has a giant gun. He likes to shoot his gun, and he likes to sing along, but he knows not what it means, and as a result, just whatever I said before, Josuno has to stop him. Many of the characters in Berserk are plot points. Many characters in plot points in Elden Ring are direct copies from Berserk. 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 I got nothing for you. Stop edging Berserk fans. The fuck? I didn't even bring it up the first time. Berserk fans are starved because they only get one chapter every 8 months. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's cool. Us Beatle fans don't even get any new songs anymore. Oh, we did. Well, we did last year, actually. Weirdly enough. The author passed away. So wait, how is new stuff coming out? Did they got a new guy writing it? His apprentices are... Just out of curiosity. Purely out of, like... interest of whether or not something like that is acceptable. Any good? No, it's not as good. Yes, it's alright. His assistant's trying to put together what he had written. It's a load of horror porn. It's still good. But you can tell that the author is gone. Alright, well that's... I mean, yeah, that sounds like probably most scenarios. There was the whole thing about the Song of Ice and Fire series and Brandon Sanderson taking over for George R. R. Martin if he, you know, passed away. And, you know, the writing style is going to be different. Sanderson is prolific as a fantasy author, but I'm sure it would be a good pick and things would actually get done. But there's definitely... And I'm not the biggest reader. I used to be more of a reader. I'm not anymore, but... I feel like stuff like that... There's always going to be something different. It's like when a game series is helmed by someone else or a different team. That's why I feel like Chrono Trigger 2 just wouldn't really be the same. Like, even Chrono Cross, you can tell that it wasn't the same type of thing. It was its own, you know, of course I'm using Chrono Trigger as an example because that's a thing that means a lot to me, but ultimately, it's hard to replicate that magic, and trying to get another person in to replicate it. At best, though, you have series that go on for a long time and have different takes from different people. For example, I'll give you an example. Blade Runner. Another thing I really like. Denis Villeneuve was the right guy for that job. So he took the script that was actually co-written by the original author, and they took some stuff from that was like cut from the original Blade Runner, and then Denis just directed the movie and added his own touch to it. And I feel like in some ways it's even better than the first one. Hampton Fancher is the name of the guy that wrote the original screenplay, along with this other dude, David Peoples. But what I like is, in an interview, Harrison Ford was talking about Blade Runner, and he was like, "It's written by this guy." He was like, Hampton Fancher. He called him Hampton Fancher, and that's not his name. And I was like, that's very Harrison Ford. The Blade Runner script is pretty good. It was written by a guy named Monster Rancher. So I agreed to do it for the money. I mean, and also for the art. But yeah, I mean, some things can carry on post-author, and, you know, look at the James Bond stuff, for example. There's potential there. The original author, Fleming, like, they only used his books for some of James Bond, and then they did a lot of, their own script. I'm not going to say all of them worked, because you know what? I think Daniel Craig, his era, I only liked Casino Royale, which was an original Fleming, modified, and a really good director. And I only liked Skyfall. And that was it, just those two. But I love GoldenEye. GoldenEye wasn't a Fleming book. So, I mean, these things are possible. They end up different. Like, a different author, a different person's going to have different takes on it. But also, it's the thing, like, just to go back to The Simpsons, I don't know nearly as much about this as most people do. But I think it's fascinating that, you know, you had similar showrunners, but now there's writers in the writer's room that grew up with Simpson. Just like there's people working on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth that grew up with the original Final Fantasy VII. Jump in the barrel to get healed? Oh, really? Oh, I've been avoiding those barrels so much, like the plague. Just out of spite. I didn't realize they healed you. I think Simpsons is seeing a revival because of this. Well, that's where you kind of see the videos. The Simpsons is back. Or The Simpsons still sucks, or it's not as good as it used to be. I miss the old days. Like, there's a million videos like that, and obviously, that kind of video is really good for engagement and clicks. So, you kind of can't always take that at 100% value, because you don't always know the intention of the people making stuff like that. But, I think there is a consensus that, you know, people seem to be agreeing that it's better now than it was in that, like, dip. There's, like, an era where it was just, like, trash. Even the videos saying it's good again said it's, like, 3 good episodes a season. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be... And again, a show running for 30-something seasons... is very, very weird. It's very strange that it goes on that long. It's okay to let things end. We do not need endless consumption of product. My favorite thing growing up for a while was the band Nirvana, which I know some of you, I can hear your eyes roll through the computer screen. But when I got into Nirvana, their lead singer was already dead, and there was no more Nirvana. And the legend kind of even grew because of that, you know, this band, and that made it weirdly more appealing for kids to, well, I say kids, but, you know, whoever was listening to the band at the time, because it was like this legendary thing. Very sad and depressing, but, you know, that sort of thing does cement people as, like, you know, like the 27 Club and all that. Anyway, the point is, I'm digressing. The point is, I only had a couple albums, and I spent 2 or 3 years getting really into it. So I understand where people get their obsessions from. It's part of growing up. It can become kind of unhealthy, and it can eventually, I think people want to escape sometimes so much that they then invent their own like fan scenarios and they you know, fan fictions and all that. But you know, there's a reason why these series like The Office carried on for so long, where the English Office, the British Office only was like 2 seasons. So there's, you know, there is a demand for it. Even if it's less, The Simpsons is still making a lot of money. And I think there is something to be said about people wanting to consume endlessly. But then things get bad, and it's okay to let things go. That's why a lot of the British series that have like 2 seasons are very smart, because it's like, do a really good job for 2-3 seasons, tell your story, get in, get out. Congratulations, you have a series that will forever be remembered as a good series, as opposed to, yeah, it was alright, but it got real bad towards the last 20 seasons. Die a hero, see yourself become a villain. Which is why I'm happy to announce that Vinesauce will finally end. Now, some of you will probably need to hold your applause, because that was a joke. I see you! I see you! I know who you are! How dare you! I'm writing high-quality material every day to bring to you, and you're glad it's gone? I'm gonna play only a couple more minutes anyway, but we'll talk more about Donkey Kong in just a second. Point is, I think I learned from some of the things I liked growing up that nothing lasts forever, and that it's okay to have multiple interests. So from Nirvana, those couple years I was really into them, I got into other bands. And when I discovered classic rock, suddenly a whole world opened up, and I didn't feel so like, man, you know, this type of music I like, they don't make it as much anymore. Well, there's a ton of it. So you know, that was a tough lesson, but it was a good lesson to learn, I think. And it's same for Chrono Trigger. Like, Chrono Cross is so drastically different from Chrono Trigger that I almost don't consider it a sequel. I just consider it like a different, slightly linked game. But imagine if there was like 30 Chrono Triggers. That would be so cool. Oh, my other favorite thing growing up was Final Fantasy VII at one point. And remember, there was only one Final Fantasy VII, because after that they went to new characters with Final Fantasy VIII, which I was a little bit, like, upset about. And then Square was like, you know what? In fact, we do want to tell some dog shit stories about these characters. Here, Dirge of Cerberus. Learn all about Vincent Valentine. I do have one more thing I want to mention about The Simpsons. I swear, this is it. This is one last thing. Is that when you have a series, you know, the Simpsons did it! That whole thing, they've done so much. It's probably really, really hard for them to do something new that they haven't already had an episode about. And then also maintain a status quo to a degree. I mean, apparently I've learned that they were, even like around season 4 or 5, that's where the Poochie episode came from. People were like, I'm done, The Simpsons suck now. Or like, it's too different. And they thought they were like done after season 5 or 6. They were like, that's it, it's over, we're not making any more episodes. 30 years later. And there really only are so many types of stories to be told on this planet, on this godforsaken planet. So, what's interesting about the stories is the perspective and how they're told. Like, you can watch the same type of story 1,000 times, but if it's told in an interesting way with cool perspective and characters that are different each time, then it's kind of still worth watching. But also when you're younger and you see these things for the first time, they leave a bigger impression on you. And as you get older and more jaded and you see that same type of story that The Simpsons did, but now South Park did it, and then Family Guy did it, and then American Dad did it, it maybe doesn't have the same impact. Futurama did it. So what I'm trying to say here is they need to invent new Simpsons. Simpsons 2. That's right. That'll be the name of the show. Simpsons 2. And they just start fresh. And there will be like Bob Simpson, John Simpson, Linda Simpson. Yeah, that you can just have brand new start. They can still be yellow. They can still be yellow. They can still be Springfield, but just a whole new start with new characters. Bob and Linda. Wait a minute. Maybe a son named Gene as well? What if... Okay, they're not yellow anymore, but what if they sell burgers? This is getting kind of weird. I feel like I've seen this show before. Also, same for music. You know, any of the stuff that I've ever made, I acknowledge that I make music that is very unoriginal. I've had a couple moments where I've gotten lucky, but I do think the type of music I made has been made for what, 65, 70 years. But I mean, I enjoy making it. I try to find stuff that's as original as possible within the framework of that type of music, and the same melodies being recycled, and chord sequences are so easy to recycle because... But that's what's interesting about it is, even though chord sequences are so easy to find the same one a million times, it's how you play them, the arrangement, the melody over it. There's a million different ways to do something different. The voicing. I mean, yeah, so it's still fun. It's still worth doing. And you know what? People do weirdly like my music outside of the fact that my name is Vinny Vinesauce and I've made music. Genuinely, people have been very, very nice about it, in fact. And, I think that's really cool. My unoriginal trash rock music actually does have its fans, and I think it's also about just, Ernest. You know, like Ernest Goes to Prison. That guy. You know, hey Vern. I think it's about Ernest. Have you ever thought about doing something wildly different stylistically, like for an entire album, Gizzard style? No, I like doing little experiments. I also don't try to write. I just play, and then whatever the song sounds like, I lean towards that. So I don't set out to, like, write a specific thing. I just like to write, and then... Yeah. So... But, yeah, I mean, there's also... That's another reason why rock is dead, quote-unquote, and... The music genres get stale over time. It is a little hard to find original stuff, especially when people have come to expect and see it all and hear it all. Just kind of People get ready for something new. Rock ain't dead. No, it's not, but it just doesn't have the same cultural relevance that it used to. And, you know, that's why people are like, it's dead, but it's very much not. It should, I agree, but also there's a lot of rock out there that I would argue the most popular stuff that was, especially the past 25 years, the stuff that was most associated with rock was as bland as anything I've ever heard, and was extremely derivative and, you know... And maybe that's just because everything was done already. I don't know. And I say this fully admitting that a lot of my stuff isn't original, but I think people were just ready for new genres. They were ready for different things. Maybe some people just wanted to have fun and not be reminded of the challenges of life. And they just wanted to dance, drink vodka, club. The Vodka Club with Ava Mendez. There we go. Alright, now I feel I can switch to the next game. Alright, so anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble, chat, but ultimately, I'm just gonna jump in the lava like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to save in a couple of different ways. Now that I've had a decent amount of time with this, troubleshooting aside, I've had like a decent 2 hours to get into it. Just double check here that I'm saved. Okay. So yes, now that I've spent time with it, I can safely say it's still Donkey Kong 64.
Okay.
I still have some of the same frustrations. Some of these levels, like this level is not my favorite, the Aztec level. But, and of course it's just N64 game, so there's always going to be that aspect. This one change does make the game a lot better. I really, really believe that. And I don't mean just like, okay, so maybe a lot better is a bit hyperbolic, but it's really, like, I could never go back to playing this game the original way after trying this patch. The pacing is sped up. The game just feels a lot more... I don't know, it just feels a lot snappier. And it's just fun to switch characters and have all their moves available. So yeah, I'll probably come back to this if I'm in the mood for it. I could see that happening. And I still haven't unlocked the other characters, so... And I want to see more of the worlds. There's some really good worlds ahead. The Ghost world in particular is great. So, you know, there's some that, and I remember the Woods level I like as well. So, if it happens, it happens. But yeah, it's still fun. Problems, of course, but still really fun and a great patch. So, thank you for making this, whoever made this. Seriously.
Okay.
Okay. So, why don't we take a moment to reflect and to enjoy a break? And I will return with Anton Blast for a little bit.